Alright my friends, how you all doing? And welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of our Planet Zoo series, our Hyland Zoo build. My friends, you'll find last episode linked above right now. Do feel free to go and check that out. Go get caught up before you jump in on today's episode. So today's episode is a little bit of an update on where I've been, because you probably noticed that there hasn't been an upload on the channel for probably just over a week now. And also I'm going to discuss exactly why I'm doing this episode as well. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but I've kind of been left with no choice. But yeah, my friends, I really hope you're enjoying the series. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, drop likes on the video if you're enjoying them, and hit the bell notification button so you never miss an upload as well. But let's, my friends, crack on with today's episode. Now, you will have seen that this is entitled a zoo update and zoo planning. It was supposed to be another speed build. It was supposed to be the second part of the pygmy hippo area, but unfortunately I lost the footage that I'd recorded for that, and I was so far into the build that I couldn't start again. And when I show you the area, you're going to understand exactly why I didn't want to restart. Basically, long and short of it is, we had a power cut where I live, and the power cut happened when I was basically on the verge of finishing the build, and I was recording at the time. Obviously then when the power cut was finished, rebooted the computer up, the footage had corrupted and it was, you know, beyond saving. So unfortunately unable to show you the speed build of what we've managed to achieve, and I will take you to that in today's episode. This is probably going to be a very short video as we just take a quick look at the stuff that I've been doing between last episode and this one. Also just addressing the elephant in the room on where I've been. You know, I've been trying to upload sort of once or twice a week. I was really ill last week. I come down with a virus. I lost my voice for probably 3 or 4 days of it, and I was just in no fit state to be recording videos, and that you know, is said for this channel and my other channel. So I'm really apologise for there not being any uploads last week. I'm so happy that you're still enjoying the series. I'm so happy that new people are checking the videos out, and thanks for your patience as well. Unfortunately, because the channel is so small, I'm just going to pause this because there's a lot of stuff. It keeps flashing up and it's taking my attention away. One of the big things with the channel, because it's not, you know, it's not very big at the minute because it's not been going very long, is I don't have access to the community page, so I can't update you guys the way I would like to. So you will find in the description box, ladies and gents, the links to my socials. That's the best way to stay up to date with me, so do go follow them. I tend to tweet out and message on Facebook as and when I'm going to put videos out, so it is the best way to stay up to date if you ever wonder where I've been, because a few people have left comments. But let's crack on with today's episode. Let me show you exactly what I was building and what would have been today's episode, but instead we've had to entitle it sort of a zoo update. So all of this is the same, the area that we're moving along with now, ladies and gents. I've obviously been doing some foliage and some work and really trying to finish off little bits of the zoo. Now this is the pygmy hippo area over here. You will remember we had 2 hippos that we adopted initially. They had a baby. We have since adopted another hippo, and the baby has grown up. He's gone off to the wild. We've since had another baby, so we've actually got 4 hippos now. So this is what we've been building. This is the back of the building, and then I'll show you the front as well. And this essentially, ladies and gents, is going to be like a conservation educational visitors area. It's going to be sort of connected to the backlot area, so that the way I'm thinking about it, there's some zoos where obviously kids come into the zoos and they come there for educational purposes as well as a day out, and they usually have to go through the backlot area to get to these places. But as well as that, it's going to be for the visitors as well. So I wanted there to be 2 ways of the you know, of the visitors, the staff, and all these sorts of things happening. So what I've done is I've actually built an underwater viewing area here for the hippos. I've reworked all of their pond, because obviously we're going for a, you know, a relatively realistic look, aren't we, with the zoo. So I've reworked the pond a little bit. We've put in an underwater viewing you know, area there, and then above it is like a walking area platform. I put these planters in, we've built all this up. I'm really so gutted that this isn't a speed build, because when I was building it, I was just blown away with even what I had managed to achieve. I'd done this weird shaped building, like the top of the building is all custom built because you can't physically do you know, the gridded wall pieces at an angle, so I had to custom build it all to make it all match. So yeah, I've been reworking all this, done all these planters, we've done all this area, so there's the guests can't actually walk up there. This is just an aesthetic look. This is just to kind of finish the area off, but they can enter the building from the front. But as you can see, we've been working all this, we've been reworking the path and stuff. There is going to be a water feature here. I've kind of put this in. The area's not finished, I am going to throw that out there. It's been a long hard graft, but yeah, this is the front of the building. So yeah, as you can see, it's very strange looking building, but I wanted to go with this sort of art deco, very modern looking thing. You're going to see, if I show you from an angle, the top of the building is actually angled. It comes out like this, and it's even a more extreme sort of angle the other side. You can see, look, a little bit more of an extreme angle. We've got a nice trim. There are still some little holes and stuff that I've got to fill in. We've got these shops on the outside, nice seating area here. We're going to do a similar thing with this seating area, and I'm thinking about potentially doing another sort of water feature here, or having this very thick concrete and having a big sort of sign here. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do yet, but this building basically serves two purposes. We're going to have it as like an educational area. It's also got a toilet inside. It's got these two restaurants on the outside. It's going to have a big seating area, and also they have to enter the building, go down some stairs which are at the back to enter the underwater viewing area. So it kind of serves a number of purposes. Obviously we don't want the guests to be able to see this because this is meant to be behind the scenes, so we are going to be building a wall along here, but we've just got quicker staff access basically, and the stairs are sort of housed in here. I am going to take you inside the building so you can see exactly what's going on. Now, I haven't done any decoration on the inside of the building, ladies and gents. We are going to be doing loads of decoration inside here though, because obviously we've got access to the inside of the building. We want to make it sure it looks all nice. So this way, if you go this way, you then obviously come out to the seating area and the sort of restaurant, so it's a little coffee and donut place. And then if you was to go down here, this is the way to the downstairs and the underwater viewing area. I've made like this little fake lift. It's not finished yet, but I just wanted to get the sort of bare bones of this put in place, and I'm quite happy with how it's looking so far. But then these are the stairs. So you go down these stairs, ladies and gents, and this takes you to the underwater viewing area. So you come down here, you'll look to this side. That's where the lift obviously would drop people off downstairs. I put a lift in obviously because you have to have disabled access. There's a toilet in front. Oh, there's a couple of things here that I need to sort out. We can't obviously leave them there, so I need to sort that out at a later date. But you come in here, and this is the underwater viewing area, ladies and gents. So as you can see, I've made this big notification board. We've got a nice little table that people can sit at. We've got this lovely decorated wall here, and then you come over here, and this is how you can see the hippos. You can see right into the habitat, and they do actually come right down here and walk along the bottom. So I'm hoping as the zoo gets busier, this area will get used more and more. But I really like the way this area looks. I'll just go all the way around 360 for you. I think it's a really beautiful looking area, and yeah, it's just come off really nice. Absolutely loving it. So yeah, other than those two bits of wood that are sticking out the ceiling at the minute, they never used to be there. This is basically the sort of basement level to the building, ladies and gents, and it's just been a real success. And it was such a different build for me. I was trying different ideas, and that's why I'm absolutely gutted that the footage corrupted, and it went the way it did. This is the building sort of like from a bird's eye view. This is the roof. I've still got to finish off all the trim and stuff, but I really think that once we decorate the inside of the building, it's going to look fantastic from every single angle. We use these little sort of concrete pieces to build all these walls up. We've obviously got disabled access here, stairs at the front. We've got stairs here, so we're going to have two seating areas because we're going to have like a big sort of plaza area. is my thinking to have a big plaza area at the front of it. So this is going to be a real vast open space where the zoo is concerned. And I just think as well, when you look at this from this angle, I just feel like it really nestles in nicely where the habitat is concerned as well. Obviously, lots of little finishing pieces I need to do. Need to do the little fountain there, all of the sort of foliage. We're going to heavily, you know, sort of plant this up and rock this up, this area, carry on this around here, to continue to do sort of the similar sort of thing here. But you know, this kind of, I guess, frees us up next episode to put another animal in, and this is kind of where you come into it, ladies and gents, because obviously now that I am feeling a bit better, I want to continue with the build and I want to get the next animal in. And I'm having to pause it now quite a bit because we're at a point where the piece count in the zoo is just getting ridiculous, and even my very powerful computer gets a little bit you know, jumpy from time to time. You know, where there's a lot of pieces used, it will freeze, you know, for a sort of 30 seconds and it comes back to me. So yeah, if when we do these little live sections I have to pause it, I do apologise. It is just one of those things, but the build is getting very extreme now. So my friends, do let me know which animal you want to see next. You know, it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. You know, if I think that we're ready and we've got the area that we want to put it in, then I will. I'm going to zoom all the way out so I can tell you exactly sort of how we're planning to do the zoo. So this is obviously the backlot road that comes all the way up here. This is basically just easy access to get animals in and out of the zoo. We are going to have we have got this hub down here for the keepers and stuff, and I am going to be putting in maybe a vets and stuff, like another little mini hub here to make like a small mini hub. So basically my thinking is this is the visitors path. We're going to bring this path all the way up to here. We're going to drop it down a level, and there's probably going to be a bridge here with another sort of mini plaza area. It will then come back up, it will join up to here. So we've probably got you know, we've probably got enough space this side of the path to maybe put 1 or 2 habitats, and then we've probably got space this side to put a habitat as well. We're going to fence all this up, we'll block it all off so the visitors can't see it, but obviously it makes sense to do that, put animals in here because then there's access to the staff areas, and that's how zoos work basically. So over here I'm thinking, try to think of animals sort of from the African area, because obviously the gorillas are from Africa, these hippos are from Africa, flamingos obviously from all over the place, but yeah, I really want the African sort of area to be this side. And then if you're thinking about animals for this side of the zoo, remember this little section here, it was the beginnings of our Asian area, and we just kind of come away from it because we wanted to do something a little bit different. But if you've got anything in mind for that side, do let me know as well. Anything else, let me know. But in the comment section, that's what it's built for, my friends. But yeah, this was just a relatively quick update. I just wanted to let you know what was happening with me. My health was just very, very bad. I had to take a bit of a break, but I'm feeling better now. And this is how the zoo is looking, ladies and gents. It's really coming on nice. I'm really still enjoying this series, and I really want to get cracking. So do let me know your suggestions for animals for next time. My friends, I'm done and dusted. If you're new to the channel, as I've already said at the beginning of today's episode, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss an upload. But my friends, you make sure you're staying extra. We'll be back real soon with a brand new speed build and hopefully a brand new animal. But until then, I'll see you real soon.